In this video, I'm going to prove to you that you can access deep states of consciousness using Theta Meditation. You can astral project, you can rewire your subconscious, you can improve your eyesight, you can even clear mental disorders and increase your attention span. A lot of people get into meditation, and even after a year of meditating regularly, they don't really feel much of a difference. Sure, maybe they feel calm, maybe they feel a little bit increased self-awareness, but they don't experience major transformation. And this is because they're not reaching deep states of consciousness when they're in a meditative state. There's more to meditation than just calming the mind and focusing on the breath. And if you use Theta Meditation, which is lowering the brain state and slowing yourself down until you're in the Theta brain state, which is a cycle rate of processing between 4 to 7 hertz, which is cycles per second, you can experience massive transformation in your consciousness and in your life. Also, practicing Theta Meditation regularly will open you up to clairvoyance and other psychic abilities that will just naturally become a part of your life. When you're in the Theta state, you'll know it, because sounds sound very amplified. You might hear high-pitched sounds or low-pitched sounds. You might hear or feel buzzing. Sometimes, very commonly actually, your inner vision will turn on, so even though your eyes are closed, you can see the room that you're in. You may have experienced before when you're laying in bed and you're not yet asleep that you can see your bedroom. It's not a hallucination. It's not your imagination. Your inner sight is turning on and you're able to perceive without eyes. This is one of the ways that Theta Meditation can help to improve your eyesight, because corrective lenses cramp the brain and they get the brain in a habit of being and feeling constricted to perceive the 3D reality. Using Theta Meditation, you can expand your brain and recalibrate it back to factory settings, basically, so that you're able to see better. Your eyesight is secondary to your brain, by the way. It's not the other way around. Your eyes are going to follow how your brain is trained to perceive. This is why we often get headaches when we're wearing corrective lenses, because the brain is literally having to cramp itself in order to perceive this different, altered version of reality that is not natural for it. So, Theta Meditation can also rewire your subconscious, because you become in touch with your subconscious. You're in the dream state, and your subconscious mind is more active in the Theta state than it is when you're in the conscious state. Normally, throughout your day, you're in the beta state of consciousness, which is very high frequency waves between 12 and 40 cycles per second, and you're blocking out a lot of information during the day. You're blocking out information about yourself, you're blocking out information from your environment. And it's actually very useful because we use this it's actually very useful because we use this brain state to buzz around from task to task and stay focused on whatever we're doing. The problem is you're not very introspective when you're in this state. So it's very useful for 3D tasks and left brain thinking, analysis, things like that, but it's not so useful for when we have to do internal work and self-development. So the alpha state would be the one lower than that, and that's about between 8 and 12 cycles per second. The alpha state is when you feel a feeling of relaxation and contentment. Often we're in an alpha state when we're zoned out in front of the TV, or if you're an artist, when you're in the middle of your art, you're most likely in an alpha state. So it's very nice to be in it, and it does provide a feeling of relaxation and a little bit of healing in the body, but it's not as powerful as the Theta state, not nearly. When we lower the brain state even more into the Theta state, which is 4 to 7 cycles per second, everything changes. We start to experience the subconscious sleeping reality while awake. You'll notice if you open your eyes during the Theta brain state that reality isn't as rigid as you think it is. If you look at lines, you'll notice that everything has a rippling, watery effect to it. You may have experienced this before in a hypnagogic state. The hypnagogic state is the waking Theta state. I want to press here, though, it's not about hallucinations. You got to get out of this mentality that you're perceiving imagined, fake data, because this is one of the reasons that we don't grow and we continue to stay locked into a limiting state of mind in our daily lives. We perceive psychic data, or we perceive things that we don't understand how we can know them, like seeing with your eyes closed. And so we tell ourselves, oh, that's just imagined, that's just hallucination, that's just fake, I'm just making things up, my head is playing tricks on me. Start to get out of this mentality. You need to shift away from it in order to really have major effects on rewiring your subconscious and experiencing your reality from a different perspective so that you can experience a healed, at ease lifestyle. So to get into the theta state, find a relaxed position, lower the brain state by going into feeling. So to get into the theta brain state, sit down, find a relaxed position, lower the brain state by slowing down the mind, allowing your thoughts to just be, and going into feeling. Stay completely out of any stress response here and stay in a relaxation state. It might take 30 to 45 minutes to reach this state. And if you've never reached it in waking consciousness before, it might take a few weeks before you get here. But if you practice this daily, give it 45 minutes a day. Sometime, if you can, well before bedtime. And within a month, most likely you will be able to experience the theta brain state in waking consciousness. So basically, you're just going into feeling in your body, relaxing as much as possible, pretty much trying to put your body to sleep without your mind going to sleep. So just relax. Feel what you feel in your body. Allow everything to slow down. Take a deep breath and feel. Again, you will know when you're there because you'll hear buzzing, you'll hear high-pitched whine, you'll feel yourself vibrating. Your entire reality starts to change. Now your mind will want to fall asleep because you've been falling asleep when you reach the theta state for your entire life. So here is the art. Is holding on to that slim thread of consciousness and just allowing yourself to go into that tunnel of theta consciousness and then expanding out that little thread of awakeness and allowing yourself to fully experience with total self-awareness and mindfulness the theta state in waking consciousness. So many magical things start happening when you get good at this. Sometimes you'll start receiving visions. You'll receive intuitions that you can't explain. You'll just know things. In some of my healing sessions, I bring my clients to the theta state and their eyesight improves directly thereafter. You'll experience so much healing, so much rewiring and recalibration just by accessing this state. And it's fine to just meditate and go into the alpha state like most people do. But if you can master the theta brain state, you will begin to master your consciousness and your awareness in your entire body. Everything changes once you cross this bridge and open this door. I hope this was helpful, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comments. I hope this was helpful, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want further help with accessing this state of consciousness, I'm going to be releasing some binaural beats audio that I'm making myself to ensure that it allows you to tune your consciousness to the ideal state of being to access the theta brain state. So show me some love in the comments if this was helpful. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.